The NCARB Architectural Experience Program, the AXP, is something everyone who wants to become a licensed architect has to participate in logging hours. So what does that really mean for your experience? Everything is tied to time. Time is the most important aspect of gaining experience, and this has been historically the case. Since back in the apprenticeship system, you had to work for a master for a certain amount of time. They assumed that the time you put in equals experience and competency. Now the AXP has 96 tasks within the 6 areas, and each of the 6 areas has different amounts of hours associated with it. For example, in the practice management, there's 160 hours associated with that. That means that you have to log 160 hours in that area, doing the tasks that are kind of associated with practice management. It just so happens, and it doesn't work for all the 6 areas, but it just so happens that the practice management area has 16 tasks. Does that mean that each task, if we thought about the task, the things that you're actually doing are directly associated and equal, then you would have 10 hours per task you would put in. Is that really the intention? Because the way the system works is you could have 1 hour on one thing, you could have 159 hours in something else, and 0 hours in all the other 14 tasks, and still meet the requirements of the AXP. But it doesn't meet the intent. We need to find a way, create a model, a system that puts the intent on the competencies. What if you're really good at site design? You are the site design wizard right out of school. We have to put it to the test in the real world. So how much time is needed for something that you're already really good at compared to some other area where you have no experience in whatsoever? Like in the business of architecture, actually having to monitor the health of the business, of the firm that you're working for. How would you even do that? But you still need to log time on that task in order to build a competency in an area. The competency standards, the 16 competency standards, a total of about 75 tasks that if you made them all equal, perhaps you would become competent in those areas. Well, some people take more time than others to get competent. So instead of creating a system that's based on time, what if it was created on competency? What if you had to demonstrate your competency by doing the thing? And your supervisor would sign off, say, you didn't put in this many hours. That's not what I'm signing off on. I'm signing off on the fact that you can do it, that you are competent on that thing. That's the way the system should work. And I'm creating that system. I'm going to propose that. We'll see how far this goes. In the meantime, get back to work. Start focusing on the task and becoming competent, regardless of how much time it takes. You could take 1 hour and demonstrate that you are competent at that thing. And that would be great if you already have that talent. But maybe you need 50 hours on something else to really feel comfortable